Right now at 6, let's stuff the bus. We're live in Onalaska and the Southside Walmarts as your donations make our 4th-year tradition a success.
And the luck of the Irish is back in La Crosse. What's in store for this year's Irish Fest?
Watching WKBT La Crosse, this is News 8 Now at 6.
Good evening and thank you for joining us for News 8 Now at 6. I'm Emily Brown.
And I'm Ken Kozarowski. Our crews here at News 8 are at Walmart locations this evening collecting school supplies for local students in need.
News 8 Now's Grace Monk joins us live at the Onalaska location. Grace, how's it going out there?
It's going great. We've been out here since 8 a.m. and we're actually about to wrap things up. These carts behind me are just a little bit of what we've collected today. I'm joined here by Jenny Meldy from the YMCA. So Jenny, can you talk to me a little bit about what you've seen today in terms of donations?
Sure thing. I've had the pleasure of driving around between the two Walmarts and picking up supplies and delivering back to the Y. And our room of supplies is getting full. It is very exciting. All the generous donations, many, many, many school supplies. We just thank everybody.
Who does this benefit? Who does this go to?
Yeah, so we will be distributing school supplies next week to about 400 kids in our community, all the way from 4K all the way up through high school, students who just need an extra little support to start their school year.
Yeah, so why were we out here collecting these donations today?
Yeah, so we really want to get supplies in the hands of kids for the school year and have it start out great. We serve thousands of kids in this community and they want to start their school year out fabulous. So
anyone that maybe missed us out here today, where can they bring donations after this?
Yeah, so we are lucky we have a whole week to organize supplies. If you couldn't make it out to either Walmart today, you can stop by the La Crosse YMCA, either YMCA in Hauser in Onalaska or the Doll Y down in La Crosse. Next week, we'll be distributing supplies from 10 to 1, free drop-in distribution day.
Great, thank you so much, Jenny. And again, we were also at that location in La Crosse today, so I'm going to go ahead and send it over to our Chief Meteorologist, Greg Barnhart. That's where he's at right now.
Yeah, Grace, we're pretty much wrapping up, as you said, too. We still got a few people donating things. And overall, for the weather conditions, with that wind, it actually isn't too bad, minus the humidity, too. And that's been kind of the helping thing. Feel like temperatures right now across the area have been into the upper 90s, except that 108 is incorrect at Preston. We've had around 100 occasionally, but overall, it's been not too bad with the wind. Now, observed high temperatures, we did get back up to the 90s. We had quite a bit of cloud cover going on this morning, which helped to keep them down. Now, for this evening, we're not going to see much other than just humid conditions at Eau Claire. See that heat index staying around upper 80s near 90, so very muggy even late at night. It will remain dry. And for Ashley for the Arts, similar story too. Only get down to the low 80s. That breeze helps, but it's definitely going to be muggy, so stay well hydrated. It will be dry, though. That's the good news going forward. Now, all the activity that we're waiting for Saturday has not developed. It's going to develop well to the west. Activity out to the northern Minnesota that will be swinging our way. So later on, we'll kind of break down the timing of that storms. It's going to impact Saturday. It's the whole weekend be impacted, and then when we'll finally see some more comfortable conditions, along with another interview with Jody here about the wrap-up of the Stuff the Bus. That all coming up a bit later.
Sounds good. Thanks, Greg. Well, new details emerging in the incident closing Goose Island last night.
Police say it was tied to a Holman robbery. News 8 Now's Brooklyn Hine joins us with more information. Brooklyn.
Police are still searching for William Brink of Melrose, the man suspected of robbing a BP gas station on Holman Drive. After the suspected robbery, police chased Brink but then called it off due to safety concerns. Police later found him at Goose Island Campground where he fled into the water. A local fisherman claims he saw Brink last night.
I ran into this, really, interesting guy over here that I was a little worried about. Didn't really put it together until the story started unfolding. I was like, hey, I literally interacted with that guy.
After searching with drones, police have yet to locate Brink. If you have any information on his location, contact the Holman Police Department. Reporting from the newsroom, Brooklyn Hine, News 8 Now.
Thank you, Brooklyn. Repeated child abuse and neglect. Those are the allegations filed today against a West Salem couple. Kevin and Shayna Arndt are charged with multiple felonies after a 10-year-old in their care was hospitalized last month. Doctors say the child was strangled, and the 10-year-old girl told authorities it was because she had failed to do chores. The Arndts have 2 other adopted children, and the complaint accuses Kevin of abusing all 3. The children say Shayna was present during many instances but did nothing. The complaint also reveals Child Protective Services has gotten 13 reports about the family in the last 4 years. Kevin appears in a 2017 News 8 report on foster care. Back then, he says they got involved because of the growing need.
But it's something you're not prepared for, especially when you know all of the abuse and things that could happen.
The children are in protective custody. Court proceedings reveal Kevin has posted a $5,000 cash bond. Shayna is already free on a signature bond. Neither can have any contact with children.
Well, the Lake Hallie Police Department is mourning the loss of their first canine officer. Keita was surrounded by her handler, Sergeant Dan Sokup, and his family. She served on the department for over 10 years and is responsible for over 375 arrests. Keita retired from active duty in January.
The leaders of Azerbaijan and Armenia are set to sign a U.S.-brokered peace agreement to end decades of fighting between the 2 countries. This agreement comes as the White House continues to face challenges brokering crucial peace deals in other parts of the world, including a push for a peace deal between Israel and Hamas. Now, Israel recently announced plans for a full military occupation of Gaza City, despite global backlash and protests from some Israelis.
Ultimately, it's the decision that the Israelis and only the Israelis can make.
President Trump's deadline for Russia to reach a ceasefire deal with Ukraine or face economic consequences also arrived today, but the White House has yet to announce any new financial penalties.
President Trump wants to chart a new path for Americans on the road to retirement. He signed an executive order allowing workers to invest 401k savings in higher risk assets like private equity and crypto. The order would offer more choices, but those assets tend to be volatile and hard to get rid of.
It has been 2 years since a deadly wildfire leveled much of a historic community on the Hawaiian island of Maui. Residents in Lahaina are still struggling to cope with painful losses and an uncertain future. Rebuilding Lahaina is far from over, and displaced residents will lose housing assistance from FEMA come February. The Pioneer Inn, a fixture in the community for more than 120 years, was reduced to a pile of ash.
I have hope. You know, we're at a point now where I would love to see Lahaina come back. I mean, I think it's the rightful thing to do. We're struggling to figure that out and can't really get any answers.
The mayor of Maui County says recovery efforts have focused on rebuilding homes. The Lahaina wildfire killed 102 people and destroyed over 2,200 structures.
Kelly Clarkson's ex-husband, Brandon Blackstock, has died at age 48. His family says he bravely fought cancer for more than 3 years and passed away peacefully, surrounded by family. Blackstock was a talent manager and former stepson of Reba McEntire. He had 2 children with Clarkson, whom he married in 2013. He also had 2 children from a previous marriage. Clarkson filed for divorce in 2020, and it was finalized in 2022. Astronaut Jim Lovell, the famed Apollo 13 commander, has died at the age of 97. The University of Wisconsin-Madison graduate commanded the first mission to orbit the moon, providing a lunar landing was within reach. And he commanded the harrowing Apollo 13 mission that was forced to abandon a lunar landing attempt in 1970. Acting NASA Administrator Sean Duffy and Lovell's character and steadfast courage helped the U.S. reach the moon.
Coming up, you can bust out the fiddle and some shepherd's pie. Irish Fest underway in La Crosse. The shows and events you don't want to miss.
And an event aiming to inspire reading in the Coulee region, and one made the story time extra special.
Increase your home's energy efficiency and enjoy year-round comfort with Asher Lasting Exteriors. Our windows and doors combine quality craftsmanship and cutting-edge innovation from the trusted brand Renewal by Andersen, and our team provides expert installations backed by industry-leading transferable warranties. Receive up to 20% off your entire project, plus no money down, no payments, and no interest for up to 12 months. Connect with the Asher team today and request a free, no-obligation consultation at goasher.com or call us at 888-GO-ASHER.
From the creators of bacon, Applewood smoked ham and Swiss melts, 2 for $7. Arby's, we have the meat.
I have type 2 diabetes, but I manage it well. It's a little pill with a big story to tell. I take once daily, Jardiance, add let each day start. As time went on, it was easy to see I'm lowering my A1C.
And for adults with type 2 diabetes and known heart disease, Jardiance can lower the risk of cardiovascular death too.
Serious side effects include increased ketones in blood or urine, which can be fatal. Stop Jardiance and call your doctor right away if you have nausea, vomiting, stomach pain, tiredness, trouble breathing, or increased ketones. Jardiance may cause dehydration that can suddenly worsen kidney function and make you feel dizzy, lightheaded, or weak upon standing. Genital yeast infections in men and women, urinary tract infections, low blood sugar, or a rare life-threatening bacterial infection between and around the anus and genitals can occur. Call your doctor right away if you have fever or feel weak or tired and pain, tenderness, swelling, or redness in the genital area. Don't use if allergic to Jardiance. Stop use if you have a serious allergic reaction. Call your doctor if you have rash, swelling, difficulty breathing, or swallowing. You may have increased risk for lower limb loss. Call your doctor right away if you have new pain or tenderness, sores, ulcers, or infection in your legs or feet.
Jardiance is really swell, the little pill with a big story to tell.
The Luck of the Irish is back in La Crosse. This year's Irish Fest is officially underway. Opening ceremonies kick things off at the Fest grounds. This three-day festival features Irish food, vendors, activities for kids, and music, including tonight's headliner, Gaelic Storm, who will be taking the stage at 9:15.
Our size festival, we've got one of the best lineups you can have. Tomorrow we got the High Kings and Storyboard, and we got a Catholic Mass at 10 o'clock on Sunday, followed by the Glencastle Irish Dancers, and then our scattering to wrap up the weekend. So something for everybody.
Doors officially open today at 3 p.m. Tickets can be purchased online or over at the Fest grounds.
Well, kids spent the morning reading to a therapy dog in Onalaska. The library hosted a special Read to Rover event with the Coulee Region Humane Society. The 30-minute program included story time and activities for all ages. It helps kids practice reading in a relaxed setting with furry friends.
Kiddos are getting the chance to read to them, a variety of books, to play with the musicality of language, to feel empowered as they hear their own voice, to build their phonemic awareness and their fluency. So they're doing all of that in relationship with these wonderful dogs who are helping them to feel safe and responded to.
The next Read to Rover event is Monday at the Bangor Library at 10:15 a.m.
We will have more news ahead.
But first,
much needed rain, unfortunately, is coming this week, and unfortunately, it's going to impact your weekend activities. Plan out when we'll see it, and if it's a washout for the weekend, along with when we're going to see some cooler conditions. That all coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
Save the date for Coon Valley Heritage Day, a fun-filled time to celebrate and preserve Coon Valley history. There will be a softball tournament, tractor ride, market, car show, music, food trucks, and fireworks. That's Saturday, August 23rd in Coon Valley.
Save big with these hot deals at Menards. All after 11% rebate. Tackle your projects with men's or ladies' work gloves. Just $2.99 per pair. Keep bugs away with wasp and hornet spray. Only $177. A 6-pack of paper towels is just $7.56. A 24-pack of Power Boost batteries. Only $13.99. Hurry, these great deals won't last long. Sign up for Menards emails to get the weekly flyer plus exclusive daily flash sales right to your inbox.
Save big money at Menards.
We see you out there making the most of every moment.
Happy birthday, buddy.
One big, bright idea at a time. At Blaine's, we're glad to be part of it by offering best-in-class products and solutions at unbeatable farm and fleet prices. Like select tires, rewards members can buy 3, get 1 free, and get an extra $20 instant savings. 15% off select brakes, steering, and suspension parts. And save $50 on these Real Truck roll-up truck bed covers. Find value on the things you value. Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
In 1969, Taco John's combined Western traditions with Mexican flavors and created West Mex. More than 50 years later, it still tastes like a good idea. A West Mex legend has returned. The Taco Burger is back.
When you need a truck to get you from the job site to the campsite, drive your story with a new Ram from Pischke Motors.
Get your Ram now during the Make This the Summer sales event. Stop into Pischke Motors to save 10% off MSRP on a 2025 Ram 1500, plus get 3.9% financing for 72 months. Ram trucks are built to serve power. So get in a Ram today. Hurry in because this offer ends August 31st. Go to Pischke.com, Pischke Motors West Salem, or Pischke Motors La Crosse.
Save the date for Coon Valley Heritage Day, a fun-filled time to celebrate and preserve Coon Valley history. There'll be a softball tournament, tractor ride, market, car show, music, food trucks, and fireworks. That's Saturday, August 23rd in Coon Valley.
The Walmart in South Side of La Crosse is wrapping up Stuff the Bus here, just like Grace had mentioned. We got Jody here once again. There's not much behind us right now, but overall, it has ended. But can they donate additional stuff beyond just today?
Yes, we are still collecting at our Cooley Bank branches, and everything will kind of finalize actually on the 15th. But we've collected quite a bit. We've stuffed the bus at least once today, so we're excited about that. And yeah, but up until the 15th, we'll be taking cash donations or school supplies.
Cool. And approximately, I think you gave me a number, how many you actually helped last year, and when does this all be distributed to? That's another question.
So it gets distributed through a bunch of different community resources, but it'll start going out as school is getting started. Last year they helped about 400 students in our community, and this year we're hoping to serve at least that many, if not more. So it really makes a big impact to the whole area, not just La Crosse.
Good. So thank you very much once again to be the sponsor for all this too, as we kind of wrap up another year of this. Time goes by quickly too. Now for weather-wise, it's not going to be a little bit unbearable for tonight for all the activities. Ashley for Arts, we have the Irish Festival going on, but with that wind, it's not going to be too bad. So overall, feel like temperatures are going to be staying in the mid to upper 90s, and then they'll start tailing off a little bit as we go towards the after sunset. But still, it's going to be quite humid out there, so definitely stay hydrated as much as possible. Definitely have the sunscreen on until the sun actually comes down too. So now as we go through the overnight temperatures, they are not going to fall off much. We're probably going to see temperatures in the 70s for most areas. Maybe even mid 70s. Now the storms will come in later. Now tomorrow, a lot more cloud cover. Obviously we have storms that kind of track out too. That'll keep the temperatures down, but there's a lot of uncertainty how warm we might get here too. So upper 70s, low 80s, but we get a little more sun. It could be mid 80s too. Less humid too. Humidity still continues. Now Sunday, the better of the 2 days, probably for the weekend. Shower chances continue, but mainly south area. But the humidity levels do come down, and it's actually going to be a little bit more comfortable, but still that. Now, tracking the storms, they're going to be out in Minnesota. They'll likely see a few showers, maybe north and west of Eau Claire as we get closer to the morning, but most of the activity should remain there. There's going to be probably a line developing, so expect some activity as you wake up sunrise for Eau Claire westward. Further south, it's likely going to wait until we get later in the day. Now, is there a severe threat with this? We'll kind of track it out, but you can see a line begins to form, and for La Crosse area, it's likely not going to be until we get closer to the mid-morning hour, maybe towards noon, and then there could be another push come through that could produce showers and thunderstorms. So it does look wet for La Crosse about mid-morning to potentially early afternoon. The good news as you go further north, we're going to see this probably wrap up a little bit towards the late afternoon. So for Ashley, for the Arts, potentially any activities all the way up to Claire, it does look to be more of a dry evening, at least late afternoon. Unfortunately, go further south. As you see, the activity persists, but mainly just light showers unless you go all the way down the Wisconsin River area. And I think a lot of this activity, we will at least see a break for a lot of areas going after 7 or 8 a.m., but we'll have more activity potentially going in as we go towards Saturday night. Overall, the severe threat for tonight, weakening, but Rusk County west of Eau Claire, we'll have to keep an eye if that storms continue. It would be damaging winds. Tomorrow, the threat really is dependent on what goes on during the morning time frame, but as of right now, it looks like that threat should be probably further south and east, but we'll keep an eye. Rainfall, some areas further south and west could pick up well over 2 to 3 inches, and this goes all the way through Monday morning. Less as you go further north, but everyone could see rain because we definitely could use it. Most areas are about an inch behind for August already. It's been a fairly dry month thus far, and there is a flash flood watch. We got to keep an eye out for Crawford and Richland County. They could prove repeated storms, not just Saturday, could be Sunday, even Monday too. So if you're in that area, definitely stay tuned for more thunderstorms. Otherwise, it's definitely going to be much more comfortable once we get past Monday. More typical August temperatures, low 80s, humidity level low, but then we're going to start ramping that back up towards the end of next week a little bit. So you guys, unfortunately, it wasn't too bad today. We got a lot done here and Stuff the Bus, but glad we got all this taken care of. Weather was good, a little hot and stuffy, but overall not too bad.
Absolutely. And a big shout out to everybody once again who donated to make Stuff the Bus so successful. Greg Barnhart out in the field. Thanks, Greg. Well, coming up next in sports, Northside on the gridiron. Oh no, I jumped to the Logan Ranger football trying to follow up last year's state semifinal run. We'll hear how they're feeling going into this new season. Cade is next.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
It's been a long 3 months, and shortly the little darlings will be headed back to school. If you need order restored at your home, let the team at Maxwell White undo the chaos.
Summer style starts here. Refresh your space for less at the King Furniture Hot Summer Sale. Save up to 50% on an entire room of beautiful new furniture. Living rooms, bedrooms, dining, you name it. Find mattress closeout deals on overstocked inventory and special factory closeout Lazy Boy recliners at prices too good to sit out. Plus, when you trade in your old furniture, get a discount on new. We'll even deliver and haul away for free. It's the King Furniture Hot Summer Sale going on now.
Right now at US Cellular, you can get 4 free phones plus 4 lines for $90.
Hey, we're tired of having the wool pulled over our eyes with these hidden requirements. What aren't we seeing?
Yeah. Do we get our choice of free phones?
Yep, you get the latest phones.
I bet we have to trade in our old phones, though.
Nope, sure don't.
Wow.
High five. Almost. Higher. Yes. Nope.
Get 4 phones plus 4 lines for $90 with no trade-in, and we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. US Cellular, built for us.
My moderate to severe Crohn's symptoms kept me out of the picture. With Skyrizi, feel symptom relief at 4 weeks. Many people were in remission at 12 weeks, at 1 year, and even at 3 years.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's.
Control is everything.
Ask your gastroenterologist about Skyrizi.
It's been a long 3 months, and shortly the little darlings will be headed back to school. If you need order restored at your home, let the team at Maxwell White undo the chaos.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports with Kate Overton.
As we continue our high school football preseason tour, I made a trip down to the north side earlier this morning as the Rangers are looking to follow up last season's state semifinal run. Now, last year, the Rangers finished with a 10-3 record and made it to the Division III state semifinals for just the second time in school history. But now it's a fresh start with a whole new season. But last year's playoff run motivated the players and helped carry that Ranger culture into the offseason.
So we had a lot of people working in the weight room throughout the winter, and we're one of the strongest teams with weight room numbers throughout the past 20 years. And also just everyone's got high expectations and we're trying to fill those.
Going against that Medford team and the Green Bay Notre Dame, that kind of motivates us, and it lets us know hey, we can compete and we can do things that other teams can't.
Also a part of a 5-way tie for the MVC title last year. It's a physical conference with a lot of smash-mouth football, but winning in the trenches is a battle the Rangers hope to win many times this season.
That's the engine that starts and stops you. If you can run the ball and you can protect your quarterback, you're going to be in good shape. And if you can stop people from running the ball, and put pressure on their quarterback, then again, you're in good shape. So we're going to lean heavily on our O-line and D-line, and they're going to try to open up things for the younger guys coming up.
The Rangers will kick off their season on Thursday, August 21st, when they host Ellsworth over on the north side. The NFL preseason is officially underway, and the Packers will kick things off tomorrow night when they host the New York Jets at Lambeau Field. It isn't exactly set in stone on who will be playing, but head coach Matt LaFleur said this week that he hopes to get the starters at least a few meaningful reps during the preseason. Also, quarterback Jordan Love mentioned he would like to get some preseason snaps to help him get ready for the season. You can watch the game tomorrow night on the NFL Network or ABC, kickoff set for 7 o'clock. Tonight, the Red Hot Brewers back in action, 9-1 in their last 10 games and riding a 6-game win streak. They host the New York Mets starting just after 7 o'clock. Brandon Woodruff on the mound for Milwaukee. I'll have an update later tonight. And I know preseason, you predicted the Brewers have what, 117 wins?
Something
like
it was
that.
a little crazy, but hey, now it seems like they might be able to do that.
I know what I'm talking about.
You do know baseball.
You envisioned this insane win streak.
We laughed at you, but now you're laughing at us.
Yeah, exactly.
If they win out, they just might do it.
They might do it. I hope they do. I hope they do.
It'd be amazing. Thanks,
Okay.
Cade.
All right, we'll have more weather after the break.
Protect your home with Tundra seamless gutters and gutter helmet from Asher Lasting Exteriors. Use promo code 20 and receive up to 20% off your entire project. Plus no money down, no payments, and no interest for up to 12 months. Request a free...
Brave men and women of our armed forces. Generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Call to donate today.
Protect yourself from the harsh sun with Sonesta retractable awnings and solar screens from Asher Lasting Exteriors. Use promo code 15 and receive up to 20% off your entire project. Connect with the Asher team today and request a free, no-obligation consultation at goasher.com.
Yeah, if you look at the weekend, definitely stay hydrated tonight. It's going to be a muggy night by dry, but then the storms come Saturday, so have the app handy. Definitely check radar. We could have severe, it could be wet conditions, but there's promise maybe for Saturday evening. Less humid Sunday, shower chances continue, but it's going to be less likely. A lot of areas will probably see clouds and much comfortable conditions. So thank you for everyone coming out, stuff the bus here down in South Alaska. Stay safe this weekend, and definitely stay tuned to all the storms coming on Saturday.
All right, we sure will. Thanks so much for joining us tonight at 6.
We'll see you at 10.